Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and it's time for Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 285. We are only 15 away from 300. Can you even believe that? Oh my goodness gracious, holy smokes, artichokes. I remember my very first YouTube, I was actually holding a video camera, figuring out how to use it, saying I've never held a video camera before. And in the beginning, I was only allowed to do 15-minute YouTubes because that's all YouTube allowed for me. And it's like, well, now I can do a 12-hour YouTube if I really wanted to. All day with Stacey. But for the longest time, I could only do a 15-minute YouTube. And I don't think in the beginning I showed my face at all. And the evolution of hair from really short to long to short again. So we are counting down to 300. And we'll have to do some kind of wonderful celebration for that as a big thank you for staying with me all of these years. Woohoo, ka-choo. Now today I have got the next release of Simply Defined, and you know, in the words of my dad, do something even if it's wrong, you could just do it. So I did. I just did it, and we're gonna see what happens. I've got new product for you. I've got new adhesive for you. I've got there's just a ton on it. We're going to be using ombre inks again from Hero Arts because you all should be receiving those inks now, and I wanted to give you a whole different way of using them. So I'm really excited about this, but before we start everything, well, first off, it is cold outside. It is cold outside. We are all bundled up here at Scrapbooking Made Simple because why? It was like 28 degrees when I left out of the house this morning. Can you even believe that? I mean, for us, that's cold. I know those of you back east are like, oh, please. It was 50 below 3 weeks ago, and it was, I get it. But here in California, we don't know what to do with cold. And then stop the presses. I mean, it's a good thing we didn't have any customers in the store because literally everybody stopped. The warehouse stopped, the store stopped. It was raining, and the rain turned into what we would consider California snow. It wasn't real snow because, well, it wasn't rain, and it wasn't hail. It wasn't like pelting down hail. It was like falling down gently, but it wasn't like dry enough to be snow, but it was kind of snow. So it was California snow, and we don't get to see that very often. So everybody came outside, they were taking pictures. And we're like, ooh, it's very cold out here. I can already hear all of you back east. Oh, get over it. You don't know what cold is. And I can hear my dad, because he grew up in Washington and in Oregon. Well, we walked uphill in the snow, 4 feet of snow, uphill both ways to school. You don't know how good you've got it. And we probably don't, because I think tomorrow it's supposed to be 65 or 70 degrees out here in sunny California. But we could barely contain ourselves. It was like, is that really snow? Kind of. You couldn't make a snowball with it. Nope. It was more slush than snow, but that's okay. Now we've got winter chicken dinner to talk about. That was from YouTube number 284, which were those Sizzix envelope liners and the stamps from Inky Antics, the exclusive stamps for Scrapbooking Made Simple. Oh my gosh. The envelope liners were so beautiful. I was so glad. I had wanted to do them last year, but they didn't have enough inventory for us to do it. And then it actually worked better that we did them this year because they had added more to the collection, and Inky Antics did those beautiful exclusive stamps just for us. So good things come to those who wait. Yes, all good things come in time. But anyway, I was excited to do it. And we have two winner chicken dinners who have won some of that product. Are you ready to hear if it is you? All right. Our first one is Mary Bandwort. No, Banwort. Mary Banwort. Is that you, Mary? Are you backing up this video right now? Are you backing it up and going, ah, it's me? Did she really just say my name? I don't think she said my name. Honey, come over here. Did she say, is that me? I can totally see it right now. But Mary, you're a winner. Chicken dinner. You're a winner. chicken dinner. Wahoo, kachoo for you. Congratulations, Mary. But you're not alone. There's always another one. There's 2 of you. We do it every YouTube class. Oh, this one doesn't really, she has a name, but it's kind of in parentheses. In parentheses is Tina. That's easy peasy. The rest of it, she goes by the Scrappin' Rabbit. The Scrappin' Rabbit. You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. I'm honoring the rabbit reference. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, kachoo. All right, Scrappin' Rabbit, aka Tina. If that is you, you are also going to be receiving a lovely prize package. Apparently, you're going to be getting some Sizzix framelit envelope liners and Sizzix envelopes for both of you. Well, you can't go wrong with that, right? That's a wahoo kachoo. Now, how are you going to claim your prize? It's so simple. Go to scrapbookingmadesimple.com, look for the link that says winner, winner, chicken dinner. Follow the directions, claim your prize, and then we will get it out to you just as quickly as possible. If you do not claim your prize within 30 days, oh my nose itches, 30 days of the original air date of this YouTube class, it goes into the land of misfit prizes that we use for our anniversary sale when we give away 100 prizes. Don't let that happen. You posted a comment. Claim your prize. Now, today, what do I have for you? I have the next collection of Simply Defined. It's called Secret Garden. It is a very small collection of product. There's only seven die stamp foil plates in this whole collection. And the reason being, like my dad said, do something, even if it's wrong. If it's wrong, you'll learn from it. And if it's right, well, then you'll learn from that too. But you just can't stand there. So I designed this collection last year. I was asked to design this collection with the idea that it was going to be sold someplace else, not at Scrapbooking Made Simple. It was going to be an exclusive collection for someplace else. And that conversation is still going on, but I designed these last year and they're beautiful. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, so cover your ears if I might offend you. My dad always said, piss or get off the pot. And since they haven't made a decision yet, I'm tired of waiting. I designed these and I want you to have them. So I went ahead and manufactured them. And if they want me to design something else and they still want to talk about it, well, I'm still willing to talk about it. But I'm not going to sit on these fabulous products. The good thing for you is that you're going to get them at a better price because, of course, you're buying them directly from me. So I don't have to charge that company who then has to mark them up to charge them to you. So you're going to get a better price. But the collection is very, very small. They are all cut, foil, emboss, and stamp. And that means you're going to be able to cut with them, you're going to be able to cut and foil with them, you're going to be able to cut and emboss with them, you're going to be able to cut and stamp with them. So there's a lot to be done here. I just couldn't wait any longer because I like them. I really, really like them. And they couldn't make up their mind. So too bad, so sad. I think, well, we'll see. I might have just shot myself in the foot, but I've done that before. Put my foot in my mouth. I've done that too. So it is what it is. Okay, so I've got that for you. I have got new Simply Defined glue dots. I know, glue dots, big whoop. But I think mine are a little bit more than a whoop because I did them in colors because I can no longer see. Hello. And I need glasses and I lose glue dots all the time. They're the clear ones I just can't find. And then there was a company doing little ones. I want to say it was Tombow had a little pack of glue dots that were colored, but they were, I brought out 3 different sizes and 3 different colors and the price is amazing. So I'm going to show those to you as well. So ombre inks we're using because you're all getting your ombre inks in the mail now from us, from the Hero Arts YouTube. I want to show you a different way to use those. We've got my collection of Simply Defined called Secret Garden and just a ton of beautiful things to play with. So I'm gonna get started today. We're gonna start using the dies in the way that they're meant to be used, which is a cut and foil. But I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time doing that. I'm gonna then move on because I want you to see what more you can do with these. If you do not have a Go Press and Foil machine or a Glimmer machine or a Crafter's Companion, Gemini foil machine, that's okay. You can still use all of these and you can make them beautiful, and you don't have to foil ever with these. They are so multi-dimensional, multifaceted, multi-purposed that I think it will give everybody a little bit of something. All right, I'm going to tilt down. We're going to get started for today. I'm going to show you the free in-store make and take that will be going on at 9 a.m. sunny California time. And I'm going to say goodbye, guys. Down we go. All right, and then I'm going to zoom on in. Zoom. Okay, zoom, 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 zoom. I feel like I'm a little crooked. Am I a little crooked? Gosh, I don't know if I do this. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just stay where I'm at and not make things worse. All right, well, we're going to go with that. I think I still feel I'm a little crooked. I just don't know if I'm going to make it worse. Sorry, guys. This is what it's like when you don't... Oh, there we go. We're not high-tech here. No overhead cameras or anything like that. It's just me and you. All right. This is the free in-store make and take. And that flower is foiled. And that flower is layered. Super cute. We also made the background, and I'm going to show you how to do that today as well. So this is one of the free make and takes, but then if you like a different color, we did it in a different color. And same thing, we did the background, we foiled the flower, and the flower is layered. All right, so I'm going to pull over the first flower that I'm going to work with, and this is it. You get all of the pieces. It's got the two flowers, it's got a little bud, it's got the stem, it's got little leaves to go with it, it's got a center to go with it, and it is a cut and foil, but it does more than cut and foil. It cuts, it foils, it stamps, it embosses. There's a lot going on here, but I said I'm going to start with what it is primarily for, or what most people would think it's for, which is the foiling. So I'm going to do foiling really quickly, and then we're going to move on because I want all of you who don't have a foil machine to see how universal these dies are and how much more you can do with them. All right, so let's start with my Go Press and Foil machine. This is a Go Press and Foil machine. This is the heating element, and this is the piece that goes in your die cutting machine, whether you have a big kick, a big shot, a Platinum 6, a Platinum 8, a Big Shot Plus, a Big Shot Pro. You need to have a die cutting machine that's able to do steel rule dies, the thicker dies. See how thick this is? Now, when you put it in and you plug it in for the very first time, you're going to see the red light come on. This is where everybody gets confused. They think because that red light is on that it is turned on. It is not. You actually have to hit the button. And now it's starting to heat. So if yours is just like this, just that red light, not blinking, and you're going, I don't feel anything, it's not heating up, I don't know, and I'm going to pull this one out really quickly. I don't know why it's not heating up, I can't feel anything. It's because you need to turn it on. That red button just says, oh, you've plugged me in, well done. Now turn it on and it's going to start blinking. After that, you're going to feel it starting to heat. Now for a cut and foil die like we're going to be using, you have to have the shim or the conversion plate from Couture Creations. This is a conversion plate. This is very, very heavy. It is thick. It doesn't bend. It is not sold with the Go Press and Foil, which, by the way, we have on sale. I think they retail for $120. We've got them on sale for $69.99 for this YouTube Yummy, $69.99. And it comes with some foil. It comes with these really cool tweezers that I'm going to show you. It comes with a silicone plate so you don't damage anything if something gets too hot. But $69.99 is a smoking hot price for this. Now, the conversion plate you have to buy separately, and you can see I wrote on it, cut and foil dies only, because this is not a shim, it is a conversion plate. This is our Simply Refined shim. This is a shim. See how it bends? This is used for something completely different, and you can't use this if you want to do these. I need you to have a conversion plate by Couture Creations. They're $20 and they'll be on the YouTube Yummy sale because we're going to need it. Now, once my light goes green, that tells me I'm good to go, that I can go ahead and use this. And every time I take this out, this is going to start cooling because it's off of the heating element. So it's going to start cooling. Put it back in and it'll start heating back up again. If you're going to be doing foiling after foiling after foiling, you want to continually be putting it back in after you've used it. That way you're constantly getting it hot. If you leave it out for 5 minutes and then you want to refoil something else, you're going to have to put it back in and let it get hot again. There's also a built-in timer here. So if you leave it like this, turned on for about 20 minutes, it's going to automatically shut itself off. And that's important to know. Now, easy to use. Let's see. I'm going to take one of my flower dies, and I'm going to decide what color foil do I want. I like red. I'm going to do these in red. And I've got my GoPress M foil. It's 15 feet for $2.80. It is the most affordable foil on the market. Can you use it with a Minx machine or a toner-based machine? No, this is heat activated, not toner activated. So if you need a laminator to use your foil, this is not the foil for you. But if you have a Spellbinder Glimmer machine, or you have the Crafter's Companion Gemini machine, I'm trying to think if that's what it's called, then you're good to go. This is the foil for you. Okay, so I'm going to bring my GoPress and foil over. It's blinking red, which tells me it's not hot enough yet. I'm going to go ahead and the first thing I need to do is put my conversion plate down. Again, only if you're using with a cut and foil die. If you're not using cut and foil dies, then you don't need this conversion plate. I'm going to set it right down on top, and it's going to act as my base. And oh, it's getting hot. It's conducting that heat really quickly. Then I'm going to take my 2 flower dies and I'm going to put them right on top with the ridges. Can you see the ridges? So you've got ridges on one side and flat on the other. Ridges first to go up. Ridges first to go up because you need to foil that. So you want those facing up. Then I'm going to grab my piece of paper. I'm going to close this up while it's heating. Still says blinking red. It's telling me it's not ready yet. Woo! When it turns green, then I know it's ready. And I think the biggest mistake that people make with their foiling machines is they don't give it enough time to get hot. It's always better to give it a little more time and let it get really nice and warm than to be in a rush. Also, when you send it through your big shot machine or your big kick machine or your platinum machine, you have to slow your roll. So we'll talk about that when we get there. Now, here's my paper that I want to cut and foil. And here's my foil. It's important that the pretty side be facing you. So if you're holding this, looking right at it, and you're facing it right towards yourself, do you want to see the pretty side when you peel it off? Do you want to see the red, or do you want to see that yucky, ucky silver? No, you want to see the red. So it's always going to be facing. If this is you and you're holding it facing yourself, this is what you want to see. You want to see the pretty foil coming out. I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to lay this right down on top of my dies. And I'm going to close it up. Now everybody's machine is a little different. This machine, the Big Shot machine I'm using, requires us to have no additional shims at all. And your machine might be a little different. If you want a Go Press and Foil machine, but you are not willing to take about an hour of your life to play with it, to try different shims, to see what's gonna work. This machine is the same for everybody. It's your die cutting machine that makes a difference. Do you use your die cutting machine all the time and it's a little loose? Do you rarely use it and it's tight? That will make a difference as to how many shims you need. But once you play, you get it. And when you get it, there is this moment of, ah, and you are in bliss, in crafting bliss, because you peel off that foil and it's beautiful. But you have to give yourself a chance to play. Now, it's turned green, so that tells me that this is hot enough for me to roll through my Big Shot machine. So I'm gonna pull this on out, put my heating element right over here. I'm gonna move my Big Shot machine right here. And again, Big Shot, Big Kick, Vagabond, Cuttlebug, Express, what is it? No, it's you have the Express machine, Spellbinders Platinum 6, Spellbinders Platinum 8, and I'm going to slow my roll. So, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Now I'm going to bring it back. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. There we go. And remember what I said about keeping this hot. So I'm going to bring my base back over and I'm going to slide it right back in. So now it's heating all over again. It is no different than you having a pot of water with a lid on it and it's boiling, boiling, boiling. You take the lid off and you move it off the stove and all of a sudden the boil stops, and then you put it back on the heat and it's boiling, 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 and then you take the off the heat and the boiling stops. Same thing here. All right. So I'm going to let those just sit in there because I might want to do them again. But you can see that it actually cut my shape out. And then I can take my tweezers. Oh. And I can peel, and the first part of my flower is totally foiled and cut. Oh, this one just wants to come off right there too. So there's the beginnings of my flower. Now it's up to you what you want to do with them. You can take them and kind of tatter them up if that's what you want to do. I like to tatter mine so they have a little bit of roughness to them. And kind of crumple them a little bit and then pull them back out. So they got a little bit more than just being flat. And I can crumple, crumple, crumple. And roll if I want to. It's really up to you because it's only paper. And at $2.80 a roll for 15 feet of foil, you got lots of room. You got lots of foil to play with. And your machine does come with 2 rolls of foil. What it doesn't come with is a die. So we're going to include, I can't tell you which one you're going to get, but we are going to, not one of the Simply Defined, we'll include Ultimate Crafts or a Couture Creations hot foil plate. So you can start foiling right away. And it's just one to play with. You kind of get what you get. So my flower. Now to put them together, this is where the Simply Defined glue dots come in. Okay, 3 different sizes. Large, medium, small. There are 304 glue dots in every pack. And every pack You can cut the top. Every pack is done in Ziploc. So you can open it and then close it. Every pack also has a gusseted bottom. So once you open it, you can spread out that gusset and you're able to put your sheets in and out easy. Why did I do them in colors? Because it's hard for me to see where I put a clear glue dot. It really is hard for me to see. But I can take these out and clearly see where I'm putting them. They are ultra thin, they're not dimensional at all. So the 3 colors designate the 3 different sizes. And that way it's easy for you to see which size you need as well. Now, I probably could use the red ones here, but I'm gonna take one of my purples. They are permanent. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna press it down in the center. Oh no, this is perfect size. Press it right down in the center and then peel back my little liner and then glue down my top piece. Now, do you have a little time to play? A little, but when they're down, when you finally put them in place and you're happy with them, they're down, it's not gonna move. And you don't see the purple, you don't see the color, but you can see it when you're working with it. So I'm gonna do really quickly, I'm gonna take this piece and this piece off of the flower because it comes with it. It's the stem and the center. I'm gonna grab a little bit of green. I'm gonna bring this over really quickly. I'm gonna move these off. Okay, these are a little hot. How do you take them off? You get these nifty tweezers. And when you close them, they're a magnet, and when you open them, it releases. You're not gonna try and go like this to get them off. No, you're going to close your tweezers and pick it up. And then when you wanna drop it, you open your tweezers. These are not the same kind of tweezers that you think that you're gonna try and scoop it up and grab it. No, you're going to close those tweezers, pick it up so you don't have to worry about it being warm, and drop it. And of course you can put it on my craft mat because that's heat resistant. All right, so this time I'm gonna put my little stem and my little, there we go, my little center. And I'm gonna take some green. And make sure I have plenty of green. Well, that's plenty. A little bit of green. And I'm gonna close this up so it can be getting hot. These are little tabs to help close your foil if you have foil, regardless who it is. The little tabs are nice. They're very, very similar to a Post-it note little tabby that I think 3M sells. I always say these are by Couture Creations from Ozzie Andrew. If you're gonna buy them, 3M's got plenty of money, support Ozzie Andrew. I'm sure they're not thrilled with me saying that, 3M, but it's true. They got Post-it notes. They're doing just fine. Ozzie Andrew's a very small little shop and he needs support. All right. Now where did I put my little Post-it note? Oh, Stacey. Can you, oh, there it is. Hello, thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. Put it back on. All right, grab some paper. And I'll do 1, and I'll do 2. All right, so for my stem, I want to see that green when I peel it off. So I want it to go, I want it like this, and then I'm gonna put it face down against my little stem. And then I've got the little center of my flower. Oh, I could have cut this piece of paper way down in size. Zoop, zoop. So again, I want to see that gold when I peel that top little layer off. Set it down. I'm going to close it up and I'm going to give it a minute to get warm. It says it's green right now, but I don't trust it. I think when it realizes I've put new paper in there and new dyes in there, it's going to say, oh, I need another minute or so. Then you also are left with these lovely pieces here. These are the negatives. And there is a YouTube. Now you can use them just like that. That's the negative. That's what I peeled off. Looks pretty good, right? Negative looks pretty awesome. There is a way to use these. There's a way to also transfer all of this onto a piece of paper. And I think it's YouTube, gosh, is it 169 or 165? But my gosh, don't throw those away. They're beautiful, even if you just use them. Even if you just use them just like that, they're beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna save those because I know the girls will get mad at me if I throw them away. Now, this says it's green, it's good to go. That's what it says. Oh man, but my thing just slipped right on out. Okay, let's put it right back. All right, no big deal. My little stem, my little button fell out. Gonna put it right back. This is a non-stick. You don't have to worry about it. Let's take my paper. It's not gonna melt. The foil's not gonna melt to it. Take my paper, my foil, put it right back on. Take my paper and my foil, put it right back on. Close it up. This time I won't tilt it. So it still says it's green. I don't know. I opened it up. Should we give it a try anyway and see what happens? Let's see what happens, because if it doesn't work, then you're gonna see what happens if you don't give it enough heat. Move that right over to the side. Let's bring this on over and let's wheel it on through. So itsy bitsy spider, or A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, or Mary had a little lamb, little lamb. Anything that makes you slow your roll, because while you are die cutting, you're also transferring that foil with the heat, and it's doing it from the pressure that's inside your machine, that roller that's adding that pressure, allowing you to make that transfer. I'm gonna put this right back away. Ooh. You can see they cut out just fine. I'm going to pick them up and drop them off until they cool down. I'm gonna leave that plugged in, and let's see what we have. Let's get my tweezers and see if I can get that. Oh, there we go, that little top layer of film that just comes right off. Oh, there's my little stem. And the little top layer. Oh, and there's my little center. How cute, right? Okay, so I can bring this back and I can take another dot and pop it off. No, glue dots are not new, and these are very, very well made, and they're very, very affordable, and you get, I think they're the lowest price you'll find out there for the quantity and the quality. The large ones are, the red ones, the largest ones are $3.99 for 304. The purple ones are $3.49 for 304. And then last but not least, the smallest, the minis, the yellow ones, are $2.99 for 304 of them. Okay, so now I've got my center in there. And I can take and put my, so this time I think I'm going to use a mini. So the yellows are the mini, and they are smaller. They're about 1/8 of an inch, while the purple are about 1/4 inch, and the red are about 1/2 of an inch. So I'm going to put it on the back of my stem. Wait a minute. Nope, wrong. Try again. It's got to go on the front of my stem. So you've got time. I just goobered it right off. I can turn it right around. It's got to go on the front of my stem. And there. All foiled and all dimensional. This hasn't been done before as far as I know. Nobody has done layering flowers, and I did 3 of them. So 3 totally different flowers, and you'll see them all at the end. And this is just using them exactly like they are supposed to be used. They are a cut and foil, but you can also emboss with them and you can ink with them. Now, what do you mean by that, Stacey? Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna put this one right here because I love it. Now, I think, and I've got my gotcha tool, and yes, they hook right to your gotcha tool. The gotcha tool is a Simply Refined product. It's also mine. It is made to hold all of your dies in place, and then if you accidentally drop one in the trash, you can go through and it's going to collect it up for you, which is kind of nice. Or if you can't find it on your table, you can go around it. It was my answer to the Spellbinders main attraction, which is a diamond, which was difficult for us to ship. So I asked Spellbinders, would they be willing to make one for me? I designed it. It's all mine. You can't get it anywhere else. Spellbinders will never sell it, but it lays flat. It stands up. It dices. It slices. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to ink the next one. All right, so the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to bring out one of my butterflies. So I have done butterflies that are also cut and foil, and I have a foiled butterfly somewhere here. Here's one of them that I already went ahead and foiled, so you can see it. Right? Super cute. And with this set, that's this one right there. There. There's that one. So this set, you get this one, that one, and then you get 2 wings and a body, so you can make it dimensional if you want. But I'm going to ink them. And I'm not going to be using my Go Press and Foil at all. I am, however, going to be using my Hero Arts Ombre inks. Now, we used these in a Hero Arts YouTube a few weeks ago, and you guys should be getting these in the mail now if you haven't already received yours. They're shipping out and have been shipping out. These inks are different because they have 3 different colors in this ink pad, and all 3 colors are meant to coordinate together. It's not that you're supposed to use just this one or just that one or this one. You're supposed to take and use them together, so it gives you this beautiful, what's called an ombre look, or a gradation in color. And you can see the gradation from dark to light in this pad, and that's what you're going to get here when you use the inks. I think Hero Arts is the only one who really makes an ombre ink like this, and they have lots of different colors, lots of different combinations, and they're just absolutely beautiful. Now, I used them in that YouTube, and I took a star background, and I showed you how to use the ombre inks to make a beautiful, stunning background. But I want to show you how to use them with a cut and foil, where you don't have to cut or you don't have to foil at all. I'm just going to add color. So I'm going to take my butterfly and I'm going to put him right down on my ombre inks. And I'm going to kind of go back and forth a little bit, back and forth, and then I'm going to pick him up. Now it looks like there's almost nothing there. I know, it looks like there's almost nothing there. And then I'm going to bring over my purple, and I'm going to do just a little bit on the body, maybe in purple, just a little bit, back and forth. Now you're going to say, oh, I moved it. Oh, well, we'll go with it. Oh, moved it again. Okay, well, you never know what we're going to get. You're going to say, is that going to contaminate the inks going back and forth and back and forth? No, because the inks are meant to work together. If a little dark gets on the light and a little light gets on the dark, that's just going to be fine. It's going to actually enhance the gradation look. It's absolutely beautiful. Now I am going to bring over my Big Shot machine. And I'm going to bring over my multi-purpose platform and my cut plates. Hopefully this doesn't dry by the time I get there. Let's see. All right, so I have got my Sizzix Big Shot machine. I have got my small multi-purpose platform. My tabs are completely closed because I am using what's considered a wafer die. See how thin it is? I've got a cut plate below. You can see why I call it a cut plate. This will eventually warp and crack and you will have to replace it. It's okay. It's all right. They're meant to be replaced. I'm going to put my die straight down. I've got my do not cut plate, which is my exclusive. I don't know that we have any more though. These are my exclusive ruby red Sizzix cutting pads. They're filled with red glitter. They were happy. I got them for the shop that didn't hop the year my house burned down. So I never actually got to see people enjoy using them, but I enjoy using them, so they were done for that event because I was supposed to be the Wicked Witch of the West. And see, ruby red, get it? Dorothy's shoes. All right, let me move this out of the way and let's see what we got. I might have talked too long and I might have to re-ink again, but you never know. Oh, not too bad. So you can see the different colors. Can you use just one ink pad if you don't want to mix and match? Sure you can. Let's try just one ink pad, and I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to leave this right here. And I'm going to let's bring the pink over. Let's see what happens if we just do pink. Now the ink is basically gone from here. If I wanted to, I could wipe it off. So you can see it's almost gone. And now I'm going to put it back in. And you kind of want to cha-cha with it, I guess is what the term everybody was telling me I was supposed to be using. I kind of go up and down and back and forth. Why do I do that? Because there are lines that define where the ink pads are. Now I'm going to put it right down on my paper. Oh, that was very close. There's lines that define where the ink pads are. So this is felt, and this is felt. That means there's a little bit of space in between. Ha, perfect. So if you don't go back and forth, you end up with lines where that space is. You need to use these when you use these. You need to kind of go a little bit forward, a little bit backwards, a little bit forwards, a little bit backwards, and that line will disappear. That's important to know when you're using ombre inks. So I did just one color. Again, I probably talked too long. I have a feeling maybe that's why we're still talking about my exclusive set with the other company. I think maybe I talk too much. Or maybe because I've never been scripted on any of my YouTubes, they might be a little worried what I might say. Which is fair enough. Oh well. Oh, okay, so I could have added a little more color. I didn't press down quite hard enough between them. But you can see, even if you're just using one ink pad, let's try one more time. Even if you're just using one ink pad, and this time I'm going to press down a little bit harder. And move it a little bit. Press down a little bit harder right onto that ink pad and move it a little bit. And then if you really wanted to, if you don't want to get your fingers dirty, you can pick it up that way. Isn't that nice? These are the tweezers from your Go Press and Foil. Now we have these tweezers separately. So if you don't have a Go Press and Foil, not a problem. And then I'm just gonna put it down. There we go. Didn't have to get my fingers all dirty. Pretty cool, right? So we have these tweezers separately. Why do we have them separately? Because they were shipped to us by mistake. Now, we paid for them, but they weren't meant to come to us. I think they were supposed to go to somebody over in the United Kingdom, but somehow they ended up here. So we've had them for, I don't know, maybe 8 months, and I just didn't know what to do with them. But now I can show you how to pick stuff up without any problem if you don't want to get your finger dirty. All right, I'm gonna send it on through and then bring it on back. Now I'm not transferring foil, so I don't have to be as slow with my roll as I was when I was transferring foil. When I was doing this one, I was singing to all of you because I really needed to slow it down to make sure that foil transferred with the heat. This I'm just doing ink. Oh, well, oh, maybe it's just that the top is really light. So I guess it's gonna be up to you. I still feel like I should do one more. How about I change it up? Let's try this one. I haven't tried this one yet. Let's change it up a little bit. I'm gonna put him over there, and let's do this one. So I'm gonna put them in there and ink them up a little bit and move them a little bit and ink them a little bit. And then I'm gonna grab some of that purple again and try two. So I'm gonna move my purple over here. I'm gonna pick them up. Kind of drop them into my purple. Give a press and call it done. And let's see how it blends. You never know what you're gonna get. And the beautiful thing is, all I'm using is paper. I haven't used anything else but paper. And it's white paper at that. So however much you want to play, you have an opportunity because you're not using pattern paper, you're just using white paper. And I am sure you've got ample of that. And if you don't like it, it's only white paper. However, I think that if you don't like something, that's the one you should use to make it with, because by the time you're done, you're in love with it. All right, let's see what we get. Have no clue. Roll, roll, roll. Oh, there we go. Roll, roll, roll. There we go. Okay. I should have waited and got it all the way out. There we go. All right. Whoa. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at how pretty is that? And then if I really wanted to, I suppose I could take and I could even edge it just a little bit. If I just wanted to do the edges, just to bring those edges out just a hair bit. And because it all matches, it doesn't matter if you get a little bit of this and a little bit of that on your edge. Oh, just to bring it out. Oh, lovely. And they blend. I love, love, love them. I like the ombre inks. They have lots of uses. You just have to explore with them and you have to play with them. And again, I think Hero Arts is the only place that does the ombre inks. Okay, oh, I've got my, what if we tried, so my hummingbirds, you get 2 of them. Yes, they cut and they foil. Yes, absolutely. But you can also ink them. And what if I inked them? What if I did these? I'm gonna put this one up. Whoa. What if I did this one and I did a little bit of green? If I just do a little bit of green here. And then the tail, I do a little bit of blue. So let's turn them around and let's dip a little bit of blue. A little bit on the wing, like, okay, no clue. It's kind of half the fun of it, is that you don't know exactly what you're going to get until you get it. Drop it. And let's die cut. So I'm not using these with foil at all. I could use them with a squishy and a knock-knock and make them emboss and then sand it if I had core paper, color core paper or white core paper. You don't need to go press some foil to use these dies, which is why I did them, because I wanted something totally universal for everybody, regardless what you had, what machine you had, or whether you're a, oh, what do we think? Oh, I love. I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't just let these sit there any longer. They had enough time to figure it out. And again, I probably just shot myself in the foot, but that's okay. I've got 2 feet. I love them, right? And again, didn't use it to foil at all. Let's just grab, I don't know how this one's gonna look, but I'm gonna throw this in there really quick and see if I can get it to heat up really fast, and we'll do a foil so you can see the difference. Let me grab a piece of paper. And then we're gonna move on because we're not done yet. Oh no, not even close. Wait till you see what's coming next, because it was like a blow my mind moment when I was thinking about it at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when my designs and my ideas come to me. It's when I can't sleep. And I'm just kind of laying there. Did I get it big enough? Oh, by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I'm just kind of laying there. Okay, remember, you need it facing you. If this is your card and it's facing out, or your embellishment, and you peel this back, what do you want to see? You want to see the pretty blue. Not that. Ooh, no, you want to see the pretty blue. So then that's going to go against your die. Hopefully it's big enough. And then I'm going to close it. It's blinking red, telling me not hot enough yet. Okay, I get that. I understand. So I'm going to give it to, oh, now it says green. I don't trust it. I'm going to give it a minute. Love my butterflies and love, love, love my hummingbird, and you get him in 2 sizes. So you get 3 butterflies, 2 hummingbirds. There is, we've bundled them in a set, but there's not an I want it all price. It's the same if you buy one of these versus all 6 of them. There's 6, the 6 main dies are $15.99 per set. And then I have a bigger one that does the most beautiful vines and leaves, and oh my goodness gracious, and that one is more. So again, it's a smaller collection for Simply Defined, but since they die cut, since they foil, since they emboss, since they stamp, there's a lot that you can do with them. All right, I'm gonna bring my Big Shot machine on. Oh, it still says blinking red. What do you think? Trust or not to trust? Well, if it doesn't come out right, that shows you perfectly what happens when you don't leave enough time. So I say we go with it. Sometimes it's better for you to see me make a mistake, and that way you see one, it happens. Now remember, I'm foiling slow. I'm slowing my roll. Slowing my roll. And then back. I need to slow it down because I need that heat and that roller to make good contact with the foil to do the transfer. I'm not just die cutting. Put that over there, bring this back, slide it in. Oh, I missed the tip of him by the hair of a chinny chin chin. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just missed him. Okay, let's see. There he is foiled. What do you think? You have options. You can do it either way. You have options. You can actually move him down a little bit and have the foil as the shadow, but you've got options on all of these. Do you like it inked? Do you like it foiled? Do you just want to cut it out and color it yourself? Then don't use any ink at all and just cut out the hummingbird and do your own coloring. It's going to give you a little bit of an embossing so you know where all the wings are and all the feathers are. Easy peasy. All right, but like I said, we have to move on. There's lots going on here. Lots going on here. Next thing I'm going to bring over is a gel press. You're like, are you kidding me right now? A gel press? Okay, what's a gel press? Well, it's this gushy thing. And people do monoprinting on it where they take paint and they roll paint with their brayer, and they'll take bubble wrap and put bubble wrap down on it to get a different texture on it, or they'll take stencils. I've done it where we have used embossing folders and pressed the embossing folder into it. So it's a way to monoprint, and if you don't know what monoprint is, I get it. Let me show you really quickly. So let's take this one, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and then maybe a yellow in the middle. 3. So I have put 3 colors of ombre ink. you need to have some form of a brayer. This is a Speedball hard roll brayer. It's about 10 bucks. And you don't want to roll and lift and roll and lift and roll and lift. You want to just roll and keep moving around. Don't lift your brayer, because every time you lift your brayer, you're taking ink off. So I'm just kind of mixing it in, and then I want to do a light roll, and then I can put my paper down. Now it kind of looks like nothing's there anymore. Let me put my paper down. It's a way of making beautiful backgrounds. It's a way to make beautiful flowers that you can die cut. Give a nice press. And ta-da! Now I could take my flowers and I could die cut my flowers. Out of that, I could take this and I could put foil on top of it. Let me grab some foil while I've got it over there. It's a way to make a beautiful background. Okay, so I've got this, I've got that. Hopefully this is dry enough. It feels dry enough. I'm gonna move this out of the side just for a minute. I'm gonna bring this back on over. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna put my little flowers down. This is what I wanna see when I'm done. I'm gonna put that this way, and I'm gonna lay that there for now. And I'm just gonna move it to the side and let it get hot and bring my press back. Now there is ink all over this from my brayer. So that is what monoprinting is. It's putting down ink onto a squishy. Now this isn't like a mouse pad. It's too thick. It's a gelatin, I guess, or a silicone-based product. And I know that there's ways of making them on your own. I know that there's YouTube showing you how to do that. I just don't know if it's worth it or not. My favorite size is actually the smaller size. It's the 5x7 because it does almost everything I want. And it's like $14.99. So I don't know if trying to figure out how to make one and buying all the gelatin and the glycerin and everything is worth it for, I guess, 11 bucks by the time the YouTube Yummy sale kicks in. All right, but I want to do more with it than just monoprint. You think that's done? Okay. I can't help myself. I know. I'm just going to roll it through and see what happens. It might not be ready, but I want to see what's going to happen. The suspense is killing me. It's like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. I love the playing part. This is my most favorite part of crafting is oh, and I'm off. Gosh darn it, Stacey. Oh well, it's just white paper. Only paper. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. These are the things that I think about at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yep, I'm just a little bit off. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh yeah! It's a shame I'm a little bit off. Well, people say that about me all the time. Okay, oh my gosh. It's beautiful. Okay, love, love, love. Kind of disappointed that I kind of muffed it up a little bit, but I'm not going to throw it away. We'll figure out something to do with it. I don't know, we'll come up with something, but easy, fabulous, yay. Okay, move back over to the side, bring my press back over. Okay, so monoprinting, again, taking your brayer, taking the inks that you have, or paints. A lot of people use acrylic paints with them. They'll roll them, they'll find some kind of a texture to put into them, peel that texture up, put their paper down, rub, 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 peel it back, and poof. They tend to look a little grungy is what they tend to look. I did a YouTube using embossing folders where the design is what you transferred, and it was beautiful. You can absolutely use stamps to do it. It's beautiful. But what if we had, here's another set of flowers. What if we had flowers? How would that work? Okay, let's play. So I'm going to take, I put star and star, star and happy face, star and star. I'm going to take and put 2 presses of yellow, my yellow ombre ink, which has 3 colors in it, which is really nice because then you only have to have 1 or 2 pads to be blending. If I put all the same color pad down all over, it's just going to give me an all over background of that exact same color. That's not the point of the gel press. The point is to really blend and move colors around. Then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to lay it right there. So you can see that I have got yellow and orange, and sandwiched in between is pinks. Then I'm going to grab my roller and I'm just gonna roll. And I'm not gonna lift it up. And then I'm gonna take my flowers and I'm going to drop my flowers into it. A whole nother thing to do with your ombre inks. Then I'm going to press my flowers down. Good press down into my gel press. Good press. Good press. Think about all the things you could do. I've got my tweezers that have the magnet on them. Come on. Did I press too hard? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I pulled it up. And I pulled it up. And I pulled it up. Now, I don't know if you can see, but the image is left into that ink of the flowers. I'm going to grab my paper and I'm going to lay my paper right on top and I'm going to give a press. And I'm going to give a nice back massage. If you don't want your hands inky, get a piece of copy paper. Pretend this is a big old piece of copy paper and just put your copy paper over the top and rub on your copy paper. That way your fingers don't get inky. Okay, let's peel up. Okay, can you see the images in there? And you're like, I see, but I don't get it. All right, let's put that off to the side. And let's bring over my Big Shot machine. Now, these images are not, I've used the reverse of them. I've used the mirror side of them because I put them down. That means they are not going to line up entirely perfect with my cut because I put them backwards. So I'm just going to find a happy space. I think that looks good. And I'm just going to kind of drop my flower around even though it's not perfect. And I'm going to lay it down. And then I probably should have wiped these off because they still have ink. Then I'm going to lay this one. And I think I'm going to do it there. And okay, what did I do with my little, oh, there's my little one. Thank you. And my little one. I'm going to lay it there. And now because these are just going to die cut out, send it through. They're not intricate, so you're not going to need a precision base plate. Roll it back. And let's see what we have. Okay. Okay, I don't want to get it too close because I know I tend to get too close and then you can't see what I did. Okay, so I'm going to move these over there for right now. Move that there, put that there. All right, so what do I have? I have a beautiful flower, but I've got white detail. Can you see the white detail that's making up all of the little veins in the flower? So there is white inks on the market. There are lots of white inks. They generally are a pigment-based ink and they generally take a long time to dry and they don't necessarily give you a really great white image. I'm gonna play with the Hero Arts Unicorn ink yet, but I'm not sure. However, using the gel press, I'm able to get that the white detail without using embossing powder, without buying a pigment-based white ink that I'm not so totally sure about. Oh my gosh. And then I can take them and, you know, I can get them all distressed up if I want. Whatever makes your heart happy. Pop them, don't pop them, distress them, don't distress them. I could foil these because they're a cut and foil. So I'm just going to take some of my minis because they're right here and I've got them out. So some of my mini glue dots that are colored so you can see them. Wahoo Kachoo. Down, pull back. Put this one on. It's flat, it's thin. Nobody's going to know that it was a yellow glue dot when you're all done. Flat, put down. And you get 304 of them. Just depends upon what size you want. And I have the 3 sizes for you. So I've started to build my flower, but I used it with a gel press to get that white detail that you really can't get any other way except for if you were to try and stamp it and then throw embossing powder down and heat and emboss. And I like that the ombre inks give you lots of opportunity with the color because you're not pulling out 3 or 4 different ink pads to put 3 or 4 different colors. Now, if you have ink pads and you don't have the ombres, don't feel you have to run out and buy them. No, if you've got Stampin' Up! Inks or what really works well was the Prima Color Philosophy inks also work awesome on a gel press. You can take a few different ink pads and put your color there. The trick is not to lift up your brayer and to clean after you are done if you're going to go to another color. So let's see, I think I'm going to use this one, which is kind of a reddy, pinky, purpley. So I've got 3 colors there, and then I'm going to throw a blue in there. You're like, really? I said, why not? It's only paper. Okay, so I'm going to roll, roll, roll. And when I get close to being done rolling, I'm going to gently roll because if I don't want to have those lines in there, I'm just going to do a gentle roll. And let's see what we've got. Okay, I'm going to drop this one here. I'm going to drop this one here. I'm going to drop this one here. And I'm going to go press, press, press. Give a good press. I'm going to go press, press, press. So how many of you have gel plates that you've had and you don't know what else to do with them? Besides putting paint down and bubble wrap, or they're so fun to play with. You just have to give yourself permission to play. Then I'm going to use my little, and I'm going to, there it goes. There's 1. There's 2. And the reason I'm using these is because I don't want to try and get my finger under there to get them up because then it's going to mess up the ink. There's 3. If you don't have these and you have a magnet, I don't know, this might be too big. I worry about because then I can't see what I'm doing. So let's get a piece of paper. How about this one? Well, let's use this one. And let's put it down. And let's rub, 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 nice back rub. And that ink is going to transfer off the gel press onto your paper. So where the lines of the flower, where those lines of the flower pushed into the gel press, it pushed the ink away. It pushed the ink away because I added pressure. So when I added pressure and it sunk into that gel press, it pushed the ink away. And now all that ink is going to transfer to my paper. It doesn't have to be grungy. Gel pressing can be pretty. Oh, I can see that one really good and I can see that one really good. This one's a little hard. I didn't push hard enough, but let's cut and see what we get. Because every time you do it, it's going to be a little different. And that's kind of the fun part of creating. I mean, if you're having to mass produce something and you've got to do the same thing again and again and again, I get that. But if you're sitting at home in front of the TV and you're just rolling on colors and putting your paper down, how fun is that? And you can make lots of these and just hold them until you need them. I think that one. And again, they're not going to fit perfectly because I've used the mirror image. I'm just putting it on there for my best guess. I could have rolled better. I didn't roll hard enough because I can see my lines. So I should have used my brayer a little bit more vigorously and put a little bit of oomph behind it. But again, we're only talking white paper. All right, I didn't do the third one. Let's see what we get. Oh, I love them. How pretty is that? And you get the white detail from when I push down and push that ink away. They're just lovely. And then you could take the centers and foil the centers and put the centers in there. I mean, you have so many options with these, with the dies, because they're not just dies. They're dies, they're foiling in dies, they're stamping, they're embossing, they're just cutting. There's a lot to be done. Gosh, and then you could die cut all of this out. I mean, there's just tons to be done. And here, let's take a purple one. Purple ones are a little bit bigger. And what's nice is that you don't lose it. I read all your posts about, have you ever glued something together? One person apparently lost their glue dot and had embellishments on the side of her arm that she glued to herself before she went to the store, and her husband said, hello, are you going out that way? She's like, what? Somebody else had one glued to their behind? You gotta love glue dots. But now that you can see them, so much easier. All right, so the gel press is a fun tool to have. Again, the 5x7 is not very expensive. I want to say it's $14.99 and then it'll be 20% off. It never really goes out. You use it again and again and again. It's a tool. So once you buy it, you have it. And again, you know, when I used it the first time, I just played. And I was using it with an embossing folder, and there's a whole YouTube on how to move all your ink around and then put your embossing folder down, and that embossing folder acts just like the die did. It just acts in the same way, and you just have to be, so your lightest colors here and your darker color there, and then when they blend together, they made that purple. There's no blue in there. You don't see any blue in there. What you see is purple because the pink and the blue made purple. And you just want to go in there and you don't want to lift. You don't want to lift. And then the last thing you want to do is a light, just a really light to get rid of any lines. All right, one more time just because I have to see what they look like. I'm going to drop one there. I'm gonna drop one there. Oh, I should have done the other ones, right? But I don't know where I put them. Oh well. We'll drop one there. And we'll drop the small one. And give press, 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 press. Good press. Good press. Kind of smeared that one, but okay. Let's pull it up. Ooh, I think you'll be able to see this one really good in camera. Pull it up. Pull it up. So I think you can really see this one. If I put something behind it. Oh yeah, now you can really see where those images are that I'm gonna pull up. Press, 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 rub, rub, rub. And that ink is gonna transfer. Ombre inks are helpful because you get so many colors in one pad that with 2 pads you've got 6 different colors to blend together. Oh, okay. Wahoo kachoo. This is my favorite part. It's the playing. I actually sit there and I struggle when I try to make a card because I overthink. I really do. I seriously overthink. I am not the best crafty girl. I overthink things. These are not going to line up perfectly, so don't make them try. You're just trying to fit it on there where it covers up most of the flower. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that one. And then this one. I'm going to put that one there. And then this one there. Put my do not cut plate over the top, and I'm going to send it on through. So again, I used blues and pinks. And look, oh, I just moved it. Oh well, we're going to go for it. It's only paper. I got more white paper. And back. We didn't use purples at all. We made our purples. And like I said, the Color Philosophy ink looks really good too. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is definitely a keeper. I'm gonna have to, when we're all done here, I'm gonna go make a finished sample with this because that is beautiful. Can you see the detail? Can you see the white detail in there? That's what the gel press does. You can't get that any other way unless you try and stamp with white ink or you try to do it with embossing powder. Oh, that's a little more headache than I have time for. Okay, I'm gonna build these really quick and then we're gonna move on to samples because we are. So I'm gonna use the yellow ones. I'll show you everything we've got. Oh, I only needed 2. So I'm gonna put one down there. Oh, come on. Are you still too wet? Oh. Let's try one more. Separate them. Oh, and now I got a goober on my hand. No, don't stick to me. That's what happens when you have long fingernails. Now I have 2 goobers. All right, I'm gonna goober it. Oh, it's still too wet from the ink. Yep, nope, gonna have to let it dry. All right, well, I'm gonna make a pretty sample of this anyway when it's all dry. Love, love, love. I wonder if I use a bigger one, if that'll have more tack. I'm not. God loves a trier. Oh yeah, okay, bigger one, better. More tack to it. Purple one stayed down, no problem. Easy peasy, even though my paper's still a little bit wet from the ink. And let's use one more purple one. Even on the purple, I can see it. Peel it back, press. Oh, okay, somebody out there is having a good day. There we go. put my top one on there. And then play. Okay, love it. What did we do today? Oh my goodness gracious, we did so much. Okay, we started with foiling. Foiling with my new set, my new collection from Simply Defined. We inked and die cut, taking the ink straight to, and transferred it, and didn't foil at all. We foiled again so you could see the difference. We then started playing with, oh, and here we inked and transferred these. And then we started playing with our gel press. And again, lots of you have the ombre inks on the way or already to you. And this is another way to use the Hero Arts. If you don't have the ombre inks and you love them, they're going to be on sale. But I don't want you to feel like you have to have them to use the technique. The Color Philosophy inks are going to work well on your gel press too. Do all inks work on the gel press? No. Clairs don't work, Mementos don't work, lots of inks don't work on the gel press. So you have to find the right pad to work with that gel press to where it lays, the ink will roll and smooth beautifully. And again, the Prima Color Philosophy or the Hero Arts Ombre works beautiful. We did all of these things and it was a lot of fun. I have so much, I'm such a technique junkie. And then of course you could take this and you could die cut other things out of it without any question. And that is how we made the backgrounds for here. We rolled it, we just laid our paper down, pulled it up, and we made our own background. Ombre inks, awesome. Okay, so let me show you the collection and then let me show you samples. First off, we have the 3 Simply Defined glue dots in the large, the medium, and the small. 304 glue dots regardless of which pack you get. $2.99 for 304 dots. These are a little bit bigger. So these are $3.49 and then the biggest ones are $3.99. Again, it's got a Ziploc baggie. It's got a gusseted bottom so that you don't lose them. They'll spread out. You can put them back in, close it up. They won't dry out. And they're wafer thin. So really easy to use. Other than that, they're just a really good glue dot. But glue, you know, there's lots of good glue dots on there. I just wanted mine to be colored. Then we have my butterfly, well, my butterflies, and the first flower that I used. And here are some of the samples. Well, this is what they do when they're cut out. So these are cut and foiled. All of these are foiled and all these different pieces are what you get. So here's the little butterfly. You get the 2 wings in the center so you can make it more dimensional if you want. So there's the first 2 sets. Then the next 2 sets are the other 2 flowers. I used this one when I was using the gel press. This one you haven't seen yet. This is the 3rd one. And look at the leaves. I mean, there's lots in them for the price. And because you can do so many things with them, even if you don't have a Go Press and Foil machine, although this is a good time to get one for $69.99, but even if you don't have one, you don't have to. There's other things. There's inking and embossing and die cutting with them. I love that flower. Isn't that so pretty with the leaves? And that's the first one I did with the red. Okay, then the last 2 we have at the $15.99 price is the hummingbird. And again, you get 2 hummingbirds. And my sentiments. So the sentiments are cut and foil as well. Cheerful thoughts, sorry, feel better, sweet friend, enjoy, and so happy for you. And yes, you can ink these too and use them. And they cut and foil or just die cut. And there's the hummingbirds that we were using. I didn't use the small one. So these sets are all $15.99, whether you buy them in the I Want It All bundle or not. There's no additional discount on them. I can't do them any lower than that because they are the cut and the foil and the emboss and the stamp. And then the last set is $24.50. And it does the corners. It cuts and foils the beautiful, beautiful edges. You get 2 different edges, so you could rotate them, have this one here and here, or this one there and there. There they are. And you get the gate. So I wanted to fill up the space because you know me, I'm paying for the whole thing and there was an empty space in the middle. We're not going to have empty space in the middle. So I put the gate in there too. And I actually think I like the gate. I love the gate. The gate came out just so perfect. But this is going to cut and foil. Wait till you see. We used this one and we pressed it into the gel press and then pulled it. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It's so subtle and so beautiful. All right, I have got lots of samples. So we've got all of that. We've got the Simply Defined glue dots. We've got ombre inks that'll be on sale. We have the sealing tabs that'll be on sale. The foils are just $2.80. They're not going to be on sale, but the Go Press and foil will be for $69.99 as opposed to $120. All right, let's talk samples. Okay, Michelle, I've got Michelle here really quick. So here's Michelle and her hummingbird. And then, I know to open this one up. Oh, was that so cute? So you wind it up, wind it, 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 and then you close it up, and then when somebody opens it, woo! And there's the gate. Well done, Michelle. Oh, that's so cute. And then this one I love from her. Oh my gosh, this one's so beautiful. And it says, so happy for you. It's with the acetate. She cut the acetate and made a window. Is that gorgeous? And the foiled flowers. So this is Michelle. Then we have Belinda. Okay, Belinda. We've got her first card, and she just die cut the flowers. She didn't foil them. She didn't ink them. Here you've got and she die cut the leaves. You don't have to foil with these if you don't want to. The nice thing is you can if you want to. You have options, lots and lots of options. Look at how sweet is that. And she just used the smallest flower from one of them to make the heart. That's one of my flowers. And there's my butterfly. And then we have her banner that says fly. And she's got the hummingbird and she's got the flowers. And I mean, she just did a beautiful, beautiful job. The wings on the wings on the little child. So this is Belinda. Gosh, Belinda, we hadn't seen a banner for a while. I'm glad you brought it back. Then we have Doris. So here is Doris's surprise box, and it will fold flat, and all of this folds up, so you give it like that, and then surprise, they open it and they sit it, and it's got all of the beautiful foiled flowers. It's got the butterflies, and it's got the words, and she just went to town. This is Doris. Then from Doris, I also have so very elegant, and it says, so happy for you. The flowers that are die cut, the butterfly, you've got the leaves and the corners, so happy for you. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful job. The girls do such a great job. You've got the whimsical from Belinda and the more elegant with Doris and Claire in her mixed media. This is also Doris. Feel better. And then her last one is Sweet Friend. And she used my must-have hearts, and she's got my flowers and the foil and the bling and she did a beautiful job with the foil words. And that is a lovely card. And then the last thing from Doris is a layout. So this is Doris's layout. Beautiful, right? All the beautiful flowers, and she's got the gate going across the whole bottom of her layout, and she's got the corners, and she's got the hummingbird. She's got everything on here. Holy smokes, artichokes. Beautiful, beautiful layout. Okay, then we have Elena. And Elena has done a super cute little box, treat box. And she's got the butterflies all the way around. And I think this is just a Dude Crafts treat box. I think you can get these almost anywhere. But what a great little party favor. And then another great little party favor from Elena. Oh, is that so cute? Love, love, love the flower, Elena. It looks great. Well, I love it. Ha ha ha. Fill it up with whatever makes their heart happy. And then I have got the So Happy For You from Elena. You can see the foil. Cute little buttons. And then I love this one from Elena too. Look at how beautiful is that. The little flowers coming out of the jar with the Feel Better on it. This is Elena. And then Elena's last. I don't know how I'm going to get it in the camera. I just don't know. She did a pot from the Dollar Tree. And she filled it with flowers. And this is a little shovel that's stuck in there that's all done. And look at how cute it is. And this is from the Dollar Tree. Look at the beautiful foiled flowers. And it looks like she foiled on Renia paper. Oh, lovely. And that's a little shovel that she decorated. This is Elena. Great job. Then we have Claire, and again, these girls went crazy. Okay, here's Claire's. Amazing, right? Look at all of those flowers. They're all foiled and they're all wired. Look at the cute little vase they sit in. Oh my gosh, right? How fabulous is that? This is Claire, but wait. Okay, let me show you her cards because her cards are beautiful too. Here's her dimensional card where she used the actual cut to cut a piece out, and then she popped it to give it even more dimension, and it says Feel Better. Then she's got Sweet Friend. And last but not least, she has Cheerful Thoughts. Right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But wait. I have to be careful with this. I don't want to cause it harm. Look at Claire's altered art piece. This is an actual book. Oh, get in there. This is, oh, it is in there. This is an actual book that she's aged. Look at the flowers. She's opened it to the middle and she has distressed it, and she's got, I don't know what she's done. It is absolutely amazing, breathtaking, so well done, Claire. I hope you enjoyed doing it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we are enjoying just experiencing your creativity. It is phenomenal. Yay, Claire. The little tags come out. There's the gate. There's the one of the corners. There's the flowers. She's got it all in there. Just beautiful. Okay, and then the last ones I have are using the gel press. Look at how cute is that. The flower is using the gel press where we inked it and pressed into the gel press and then got the detail off the flowers by putting our paper down and peeling back and then die cutting. Love, love, love. And then this one is using, all of these are using the gel press. Look at how cute is that. And you see the beautiful white detail that you just can't get. And remember I told you we pressed in the large corner, the large vine. Can you see it? We pressed the large vine into the gel press after we inked and just got this beautiful subtle image on the back of it. Love, love, love. And honorary SMS girl Katie did this one, I think. I'm pretty sure Katie did this one. She comes in and helps out. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I don't know who made all of these, or maybe Katie made this one. This is the one Katie made. Oh, maybe Katie made both of them. I don't know. How beautiful is that? Same thing, use the gel press to get these images that are soft and subtle and beautiful. Okay. Super cute. Again, using the gel press. And then last but not least, using the gel press and the ombre inks, we added a little bit of gold glimmer from Hero Arts. Use the gel press here. Now quickly, if I press this into the gel press and then pull it back, how do I then die cut this out? Because it would be the mirror image. You just line this up. You hold your paper to the light, line this up on the back side of your paper. So if I had my image here, I would put my die behind it, hold it up to the light so I could see through, line it up, and then die cut it out, and it will die cut perfectly. This is also just beautiful. Using the gel press and the dies, no foil at all. All right, you guys. Oh, I didn't see this one. Oh, I almost missed that one, Claire. That's happy. That's such a happy card. Look at it. And she used a die or a punch to do that. Oh my gosh, Claire, that's darling. This is Claire, right? It sure is. All right, you guys, it is a long YouTube. I know. Let me tilt on back. Let me get this up. Oh, too high. Oh, and now I'm off again. Okay. Woo! Hello. Wait a minute. Let me zoom on back. Back. Oh, I don't know what I did. It's still recording. Okay, I'm going to tilt on back because, oh, wait a minute. There it is. See, I shouldn't touch these things. There we go. I really shouldn't touch them. I'm not very good with it. But we're low tech here. You get what you get. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple. Where are you going to find all of this product? Scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Everything Simply Defined is exclusive to us, so you can't get it anywhere else. And when they are sold out, they are sold out. I hope you loved it all. I hope you loved the ombre inks and you saw what more you can do with them and you saw what you can do with the gel press, because I bet lots of you have one and you forget you own it. I don't know. And the Go Press and Foil is at an amazing price. So if you've wanted one, now's a good time. $69.99 is a rock star price. Okay, you guys, it's me. I'll see you later. Bye.